The Almanack of Naval Ravikant, written by Eric Jorgenson, offers valuable insights on how to build wealth and find happiness. The book is a collection of actionable, bite-sized chunks of wisdom from philosopher and entrepreneur Naval Ravikant. Ravikant emphasizes that building wealth and finding happiness are skills that need to be practiced. The book covers various topics, but it revolves around these two profound questions. Many people believe that wisdom and practicality are incompatible, but Ravikant proves otherwise. He is a successful entrepreneur and investor who understands the practical business of making money while also being a philosopher dedicated to discovering the secret of living well. In this video, we will explore Ravikant's wisdom on money and happiness. You will learn why the wealthy cannot afford to be jealous, how to use money to gain your freedom, and why a quiet mind is a happy mind. These valuable lessons can help you unlock material and spiritual wealth and live a fulfilling life. Idea 1. Making important decisions can be overwhelming, especially in a world full of endless options. Our brains are not naturally wired to handle option-rich environments, which can lead to indecision and wasted time. Our evolutionary legacy also plays a role in our decision-making process. Our ancestors lived in small tribes where decisions were based on necessity, rather than personal preference. Today, decisions can have long-term consequences, such as committing to a relationship or accepting a job offer that could alter the course of our entire career. To make better decisions, it helps to apply a simple heuristic, a rule of thumb that helps make sense of a problem. The heuristic in this case is that if you're unsure about a decision, then the answer is no. Trusting your doubts and saying no can save you years of hardship and regret. While you can never be fully certain about the future, the point is to avoid getting locked into a decision that you're unsure about. If you find yourself creating elaborate checks and balances or staring at a spreadsheet with pro and con columns, that's a sign that the answer is no. In a world full of options, it's important to apply the right principles when making important decisions. Using the heuristic of saying no when you're unsure can help you avoid wasted time and make better choices for your future. Idea 2. In today's world, a good reputation can be considered an invaluable asset. This is because reputation, much like compound interest, can grow and multiply over time, leading to greater rewards and opportunities. To understand this concept, let's consider the example of investing $10,000 at an interest rate of 10%. If we were to invest this amount using simple interest, we would earn $1,000 annually. However, by using compound interest, we can earn more by reinvesting the earned interest at the same rate. Over 3 decades, this can result in a significant difference in the amount earned minus $174,494 with compound interest compared to just $40,000 with simple interest. Similarly, in the business world, people who have built a good reputation over time are often the ones who hold the most influential positions. This is because their reputation is based on years of building relationships and demonstrating integrity, which compounds over time, leading to greater trust and opportunities. To build a good reputation, it is important to invest deeply over decades and to move on quickly from investments that aren't leading anywhere. This means focusing on building relationships, demonstrating integrity, and being strategic about where you invest your time and energy. By doing so, you can compound your reputation over time, leading to greater rewards and opportunities in the future. Idea 3. The pursuit of wealth involves more than just financial knowledge and skills. It also requires a healthy mindset. It's important to recognize the impact of envy and resentment on our ability to create wealth. When we compare ourselves to others and feel envious of their success, it can hinder our ability to build the relationships necessary to achieve prosperity. There are 2 social games that people play when it comes to wealth creation. The first is the money game, which is centered on the creation and accumulation of wealth. The second is the status game, which is focused on comparing ourselves to others and establishing hierarchies. While the status game can be useful in certain contexts, it's important to avoid it in our personal lives. Constantly comparing ourselves to others and seeking higher status can lead to negative emotions and attitudes. On the other hand, the money game is a positive sum game where it's possible for everyone to win. If we secretly despise wealth, it will elude us. It's important to approach the pursuit of wealth with a positive mindset and a willingness to work with others. By avoiding the relative mindset and focusing on building positive relationships, we can create opportunities for ourselves and others to succeed in the money game. Idea 4. Money can be a valuable tool that can provide freedom by removing external obstacles that prevent you from achieving your goals. However, it is important to remember that money is a means to an end and should not be loved for its own sake. The pursuit of wealth for wealth's sake can lead to a bottomless pit of desire, constant dissatisfaction, and paranoia that can be detrimental to your health and well-being. Money is neutral, and it can be used well or poorly depending on the goal you are pursuing. If your goal is simply to accumulate more wealth, it can become a source of addiction and obsession. This can lead to constant preoccupation with money, fear of losing what you have, and a never-ending cycle of dissatisfaction. To avoid this negative cycle, it is important to keep your spending modest and avoid constantly upgrading your lifestyle as you make more money. By doing this, you can contribute to your financial freedom rather than creating new problems that require more and more money to solve. In summary, money can provide freedom, but it should not be loved for its own sake. It is a tool that can be used to solve material problems, and it is important to keep your priorities in check to avoid falling into the trap of an unhealthy obsession with wealth. Idea 5. Happiness is a subjective experience that can be influenced by our thoughts and judgments. According to Asian religious traditions like Taoism and Buddhism, happiness is a choice that we can make by choosing to remain present in the current moment. These traditions suggest that reality is neutral, and that positive and negative judgments are human constructs. Therefore, the absence of these judgments and desires leads to inner calm and contentment. Living in the present moment allows us to fully experience life without being caught up in our own thoughts and desires. This is similar to the way children often live, with a sense of curiosity and wonder about the world around them. In summary, happiness is not dependent on external circumstances or possessions, but rather a state of mind that can be cultivated by choosing to live in the present moment and letting go of judgments and desires. Idea 6. When we talk about happiness, many of us think that it can be found in external things such as material possessions or relationships. However, the truth is that happiness is something that comes from within. According to Blaise Pascal, a happy mind is a quiet mind. Buddhists also believe that to sit still for even just 30 minutes can bring happiness. The reason why this is so hard to achieve is that our desires distract us from being present. Our monkey mind, as Buddhists call it, is constantly swinging from one thought to the next. This busyness can be useful for problem solving and planning, but it also prevents us from being present and enjoying the moment. It can leave us feeling preoccupied, stressed, exhausted, and unhappy. Meditation is one way to quiet the monkey mind and be present. Meditation can take many forms, such as sitting quietly in a room, going for a walk, writing in a journal, or even taking a shower. The key is to find a practice that helps turn down the volume of our monkey mind and allows us to be present in the moment. In summary, happiness is not something that can be found outside of ourselves. It is something that comes from within, and a quiet mind is a happy mind. By training our monkey mind through meditation or other practices, we can learn to be present and find happiness in the moment. Idea 7. Happiness is not something innate. Rather, it is a skill that you can learn and improve upon with practice. Building good habits and discovering what calms your mind are two essential keys to achieving happiness. The process of finding what works for you is one of trial and error, as what works for one person may not work for another. You may find that activities such as yoga, kitesurfing, or meditation help you achieve calm and happiness. The right mindset is crucial in this process, as natural skepticism can turn into dogmatic incredulity, preventing you from trying new things. The key is to remain open-minded and try various techniques to find what works for you. Additionally, building good habits, such as reducing your intake of alcohol, caffeine, and sugar, and avoiding social media, can help keep your mood stable. Regular exercise is another example of a good habit that is beneficial for both your body and mind. By quieting your monkey mind and building good habits, you can learn and improve the skill of happiness and move towards a happier, more fulfilling life. Summary. The main takeaway from this book is that making money and finding happiness are both skills that require making good decisions. Whether it's with your time or your money, it's important to avoid bad investments by trusting your instincts and saying no when necessary. Good investments yield outsized returns, whether it's in terms of financial gain or building a positive reputation. Happiness, on the other hand, is about being present in the moment and calming your mind. One effective way of achieving this is through meditation. Additionally, the book suggests leaning into short-term pain when faced with a decision. Although our brains tend to prioritize instant gratification, making choices that may bring short-term discomfort can lead to greater long-term happiness and success. For example, exercising regularly may feel like a chore in the moment, but the benefits it brings to our health and overall well-being make it a worthwhile investment. Now, thank you for taking the time to watch, and if you found value in this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more great content. Trust me, you won't regret it.